Hi guys, welcome back to Affinity Racing and another Gran Turismo episode where this week's dailies, despite being combos that we've seen very often and very repetitively on Gran Turismo over the past few months, we actually had three combos, Daily Race A, B and C, which were all absolutely fantastic. And more to the point, or more rare than ever before, is that we actually had a fantastic stream as well. Every single one of our races was tremendous, starting with this one where we jumped in to Brands Hatch, Daily Race C, 11 laps with a mandatory pit stop in the Group 4s, and somehow, starting at the back with no practice, the race went rather well. Picture good, well that's good. Why do I look so small? I look so low down. Oh, this has all gone wrong. Right, let's quickly introduce this one since it's all going wrong so far. We are starting at the back at Brands Hatch. That's pretty much all that you need to know. That is the new daily race of the week. And we're in the Genesis. Now, we do need to make one mandatory pit stop. This guy having an absolute nightmare in that Citroen. And I'm hoping that we can do pretty well around here. Right, so we're going to need to pit very much in the middle of this race, I think, given the tyre wear is pretty high. You can't do the usual kind of pit very early, which most of the previous combos have allowed you to do at Brands. Whoa! What was all that? Look at that! Did you see that? That was not me. We could see very clearly there. I did not touch that guy, but that looked like he just got absolutely launched by someone, and I suspect that on his screen, from his side, he is going to think that that was us, and I very much bet you that it looks like it was us as well. Did we see that? Oh, I hope that guy doesn't hate me, because it certainly wasn't my fault. To be fair, I am just jumping in, saying do we need to rev out the Genesis? You're probably right. Oh, now we've been hit from behind. No. Now, we've been racing in the British Heart Foundation Championship, as we do every time it comes round. And one car that we're in at the moment is the Aston Martin Group 4. And we're doing our British Heart Foundation Touring Cars Championship, mimicking the BTCC, British Touring Car Championship. And it's been tremendous fun. Now, one of the tracks that we raced on was Brands Hatch, but the short Indy circuit. And I've got to say that the Aston was tremendous around there, and it's been tremendous on all of the races so far. So I am tempted to try and give that a go. Of course, the balance of power that the game runs in the lobbies is very different to the balance of power that it puts in the daily races. Now we get through that one, a little bit of contact on the exit, but by that point the corner was very much ours. Do you know what, with this car, to be fair, four-wheel drive, obviously the GTR is the same and a couple of the other four-wheel drives, you can be an absolute menace on the throttle around here and just mash your foot to the floor very, very early. Now you still get a bit of wheel spin in this Genesis, which is a bit strange. I'm going to guess that an undercut is, well, it always is at Brands Hatch, sort of worthwhile. But it's whether or not... Look at that, we get alongside there. We took the inside line and we get alongside. That's how early we can be on the power. We're going to go to the inside here. The better run we get. He's going to get the switchback here, I think. He absolutely is. Inevitably going to tuck in behind, I think. Actually, for this one, we'll just carry on. For this one, let's just carry on. And just do the pit stop, no tyre change. Just to see, because I always change tyres thinking that it's going to be better and try and use the most of the life out of sort of both the tyres. But let's just run along all the way, and then inevitably with this strategy, the places that you gain is mostly just the people that have binned it. But at brands, that can be quite common. So, right, a couple more going into the pits. We'll get the jump on them, of course, but then we're straight into the pits ourselves in a couple of laps. It's hard to get into a rhythm. Very difficult to get into a rhythm at brands. So it only ever feels like you're one corner away from binning it. Ah, see, too short into that corner that time. A lot of time lost there. What's strange though is that we can literally see the podium, or we can see P2. Now this guy in front of us has came out. He's already been into the pits. He came out right in front of us, so he's going to be contending for P2, I think. But I don't know if the rest of these guys in front have pitted yet. I don't think they have. P1 definitely hasn't, of course. But I can't speak for anybody else in front of us. Oh, he's not going to be competing for P2 very long if he keeps going like that. Really having to watch the radars. We try and go around the outside. There we go. Right, P5. Right, look how close all these guys are fighting now. There is no way we can be fighting for a P2 there, look. Surely enough, these guys need to pit. We're going to get around the outside of this guy here. Please don't cut us off though, pal. Please don't. Yeah, the McGann's looking good around here as well. Oh, we just couldn't get round him there. Right, problem now is that all of us are about to go into the pits, so let's wait for the pile-ups, shall we? Right, P1 comes into the pits. Basically, it's a case of let's all fly into the pits in the hope that nobody bins it into the wall. Oh! Oh, he's binned it into the wall! Oh, no. No. I thought he was going to bin it onto the grass. I was trying to avoid him so he didn't go into the back of him. I think he's then tried to give us the space. We've benefited, though. I think he's trying to give us the space, or he's just drove it straight into the wall. Oh, what an absolute nightmare he has had there. Are we going to be on maybe here, though? We've got P5 and 6 right in front of us. Could we potentially, maybe, possibly get one of these positions here? Or against the Alpha, we're going to go around the outside. If he doesn't run us off, which he doesn't, it's now a drag race with the Alpha, which we should win. And we're going to get that. Right, we're on P6 here. We'd have to be very fortunate to get P5, I think. Yellow flags, though. Who's this for? Someone has gone. Oh! A drag race to the line for the podium. Don't get pushed off. Don't get pushed off. Can we have P4? Oh, we're going to get hit. Oh, we get P4. We get P4 3/10 off the podium. What just happened in that race? What just happened there? I think there was 2 cars must have came together and we just drove on straight through. So me and John were talking earlier about this combo when we saw the 3 daily races. And very much the game is getting repetitive, but I kind of don't mind when it's Brands Hatch. There's something about Brands Hatch that if this came up every week, I don't think I would be too bothered. Because every race is different. You always feel like you're one corner away from binning it. You're never, ever... Being consistent at Brands is one of the most difficult things to do. So it's why the races become more unpredictable with pretty much each attempt. So I really, really don't mind it, to be honest, as much as we've slated the game for its repetitiveness in the dailies. If it's Brands Hatch, I'm not too bothered.